Yeah. It also, I really like that guy too because he's just like a killer. Like a straight.
Is he?
Yeah, the guy shot like 2 people at Walmart like while he was famous because they rolled up on him with a gun and they like were shining and they thought he wasn't about it and he just murdered him, like killed him.
That's what the fuck is up.
Which is dope. Which I like it a lot. Also, like people would randomly pull up on him and just try like swinging fists.
Hold on, I gotta give this girl a fucking
I swear to fucking
to be done with this.
Oh my god. This is all week with you.
Fuck. All right. Well, this is gonna be an hour. I'm just gonna leave. Whatever.
Why did you were going to let that? You were going to say, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone for an hour."
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
You were going to say, "Hey, I'm not gonna be able to text back for a little bit or something."
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Why, yeah, you were obviously going to say something.
I was gonna like
5, 4, 3, David Fraley.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, that's good. I know you don't have to tell me. Yeah. Okay. Let me talk about DaBaby, and then
the debate, the video is good. It's
the video is super good, and also there was like 3 different times people tried to like fight him at a mall, and like legitimately like he one-hitter quitters people. Just,
that's what the
like it's like all over World Star.
And I think the interviews I've seen him in, just a chill guy.
Yeah, very cool. Very articulate too.
Very cool person. I like legitimately.
I mean, by interviews, you saw the hot ones.
And Nardwar.
Oh, does he have a Nardwar?
I think so. I could be wrong.
I think that you're making that up.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Maybe.
But every time I see DaBaby, like I'm like. He's one of the newer rappers. Like I feel like a lot of new rappers are fucking trash.
I never thought about it,
but he's one of the newer ones, and I'm like, God, I fucking like this guy.
It's super good, yeah.
Yeah.
His flow is really good.
Yes,
which is
what he actually like writes actual lyrics and doesn't mumble shit, which is sick.
Mm-hmm. And it just sounds cool coming out, way cooler than it would coming out of like mine or your mouth.
Well, it'd be fine with me.
Yeah, it could be cool for me too, but it would just be obviously clearly off beat the entire time. Slightly behind the beat.
That video is just so fucking smooth. When I saw it on Twitter, I couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah, he just does some moves, and it's just like I was just telling you, like, yeah, the people in the back are just doing a lot. Yeah, he's just doing so little, and it just looks so like,
right. It looks so cool because of the people in the back.
Yeah, because of the people in the back.
Because it has like 30 people copying him.
The guy is like wearing like a sweet ass outfit. Yeah, it's dope.
He's from Charlotte.
Yeah,
I wish I should get like an entire fucking like Cream City type.
Oh yeah,
like that. Just copy him. Mm-hmm. And then the Jabberwocky.
I wouldn't do that though. I do the 1990s, the fucking really bright purple and the bright green, and then do some some sick joggers. Oh, that'd be dope.
Because of the Jabberwockies being in that video, I had to look them up. And
wait, you've never heard of them?
No, I knew about them, but I didn't know. I didn't know enough. Right?
You had to re-up on them,
right? And I always just knew like the one thing I gotta say that's dope. It's similar to the Blue Man Group is that the group itself becomes more synonymous with fame. Mm-hmm. So these Daft Punk is very similar, where they become iconic, but the people can have an anonymity, like be anonymous.
Enema?
Right.
That's where you get your butthole cleaned, right?
So like people where if they're really big fans of them, they can just like slip through into like normal situations, to not be sworn by people, which is like a dope thing that a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, you want to see what they look like.
Yeah.
And when you watch them, you're like, they're definitely Asian. There's no way they're not. Yeah. And they're all Asian.
They're Asian. You know what's cool about that is that like there's just some crazy dancer hip hops. Like Asians are just like really good at hip hop style dance, and it's dope because those Asians, so much street cred. Like, so Jabberwockies are just known worldwide. Yeah. Also, to go on to them, very lucky people too.
Why?
Because I think that they would not have became famous if it wasn't like you can say that for most people, but it was like a very certain time and a very certain thing.
They got a solid hook.
Like they literally went to that one show that was like, what was that?
America's Got Talent?
Yeah, no, America's Best Dance Group or whatever.
Is that what it is?
And it was only popular for one season.
And it was
I don't know if it was so much because of them, but because it was like the new thing and talent shows were just like becoming so big. It was never a hit TV show again. Nobody else good came from it, even though there's like obviously clearly good dancers out there. These people just stuck. And
do you know who Joe Coy is?
Yeah.
Was he part of the Jabberwockies?
Joe Coy.
Hold on.
Make that claim.
Hold on.
No, you can't.
No.
Make
I googled Jabberwocky interview. Right. The first thing that comes up is a Joe Coy video, and it's him being interviewed with I swear to God.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, Google Joe.
Well, I'm going
just straight up.
If Joe Coy was in the Jabberwockies because I want.
No. Hold on. Just Google Jabberwocky interview.
I don't think that you're saying that way.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwockies.
Jabberwocky.
No, you're
Interview.
You're putting a hard R in there. You're making it a very
Jabberwockies. Interview. Type in interview next.
Enter.
Yeah.
View.
And then go to video.
You have to say
then go to video.
This one. This is the very first video.
Go to video. This is gonna be terrible.
Special guest.
Okay, I'm just muting it.
Yeah, this is not going to be worth it.
Let me explain. He's not in here.
Hold on.
These are just other Filipino Asian guys. You can't just say.
That's not what I'm saying. The first video that I saw was a Joe Coy video. It was like a.
Maybe he has a joke about Jabberwocky.
Oh no, they're all in it. Okay. They're all in it.
Yeah,
and the first fucking thing, like he says in it, he's like, and somebody's like, when you hear Jabberwocky, what do you hear?
Jabberwocky. Stop saying.
Let me just get past it. I'm gonna keep saying Jabberwocky. Okay.
You're being really.
Jabberwocky.
Yeah, there you go.
It's Jabberwocky. So,
dude, that's not cool.
When he goes, anytime I hear that name, I say fuck them. I hate them. And it's either a parody video where he pretends like he used to be part of the group and got kicked out, or he really got kicked out. And I didn't do enough research to know.
It's clearly a parody. Do you think that guy can? No.
I wish. I hope. No. Could you imagine he's just an incredibly successful dancer and also Joe Coy?
Yeah. I mean, but that's not the case.
I know it isn't, but in my heart, I wanted it to be.
I mean, it's like the same thing. If you look up 6ix9ine interview, I'm sure that there's going to be, what the fuck's his name? He's got the most street cred out of all the comedians for a white dude.
Oh, Andrew Schultz?
No. The other one. The chunkier guy.
Fluffy?
No, I can't think of his name right now, and it's going to really annoy me. He talks like
Chris D'Elia.
No, he talks with a fucking he talks cooler than me.
Go ahead, try.
He's
Dave Chappelle.
No, he's a white dude.
Yeah,
he's married.
We're never gonna get
to a sister.
Bill Burr?
No, close. He's an older guy. He was in the Navy. What the fuck's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
You do. If I brought it up, you'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, but
any other day I'd be able to get it. But the CTE thing, I just can't remember anything. What the fuck is his name?
I don't know. Get past it.
Okay. Now I have no idea where I was going.
Okay, I'll start.
Yeah, narrate this. Yeah, no, go on for a little bit because now I'm going to have to look this up.
Why? You don't need to start. Look, this is the first fucking time you've ever used the computer. We've been doing this podcast.
Yeah,
this
no, I've used it one other time. Do you remember what the other time was for?
The first episode?
No.
This is the 34th podcast that we've ever.
34th?
Yeah, that we've ever done, and you've only done this twice. You're just typing in white comedian, blackface.
No.
Black wife. Also, again, Bill Burr's gonna come up.
Gary Owen.
How
did I not get that right away, dude? Gary Owen.
I just watched the chiropractor video.
He's so good. He's so good.
Gary Owen. Yeah,
I don't know what I even wanted to say about the guy.
You didn't even...
I said if you look up a 6ix9ine interview, you're going to see Gary Owen dressed up as...
Right, a better example would have been, you should have said, he is literally only known by the black community. For stand-ups. It's a weird thing where he got popular on the BET, and then, his audience never,
you know how I found out about him?
The overarching pop culture.
Was... because I feel like the only people on Facebook anymore are boomers and
say it. Say it. Be specific.
People that like World Star Hip Hop type videos.
Okay.
So
poor people.
So the videos that would get shared all the time were these very I can't relate to them. You can't relate to them. But cooler people than us can relate to
I have to
them.
say this. It's really been bothering me since the moment I got here. I don't know if you notice, but the smell.
Down here?
I mean, it's unbearable.
What's it smell like?
Here's the problem. Don't smell like that.
I can't smell anything.
And
I have better smelling than you. Maybe it's because I become one with it.
You called me on the phone yesterday, and you said I had sex. One, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, get past it.
Because you've lied to me.
Okay, what do you want to bring up about
You've lied
this?
to me so many times.
Yes.
You've the boy who cried wolf.
Are you like trying to get me on the podcast to like go more? It happened. I've had more sex this year
So it doesn't matter.
than any other year combined times 2.
So then, first off, I don't believe you. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Come down here. The smell is very reminiscent of what having sex smells like. That's what it smells like. Your bed, it's disgusting. Wash your sheets. It's gross. Number 2, I don't.
Were you just sniffing my sheets
No, it's just like there's just like a stench
of like sex?
of BO and body odor, like combined pussy and like dick sweat.
Okay.
And then also on your little end table, condoms. So it's other you did have sex, which is a fair thing to with all of the context clues, or which is what I actually believe. Somehow you managed to profusely sweat down here, cover your room in this BO. I mean, it's lingering.
Is it?
And
I can
you
light
bought
up
condoms for whatever reason to just like continue to lie. And I believe that more than you having sex with a Tinder. You said Tinder girl?
Yeah. I find it really funny because when I went upstairs, I was like, okay. One, I had to get ready quick because it was like 8:40 or whatever, and I had to poop and take a shower. And I was like, as I was going upstairs, I like looked. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was going to look. No, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to look like 100% like I staged it."
It looks like staged, yeah.
Yeah, but no. And
okay, it isn't.
no.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to? I mean, I don't know.
Do I want to what? Finish your thoughts.
Dude, my condom's over there. You can go fucking sniff it if you want, bro. It smells like you're going. Don't sniff my condom.
Where?
In the garbage. Okay. So David, this Friday or Saturday, ran into a woman that he's in love with now, and I can't even hang out with him anymore.
You jerked off into a condom and threw it in there, didn't you?
No, I got one of these real smelling pocket pussies, and it smells just like pussy. And but the thing is, when you fuck it, it releases this odor into the air.
I'm not done with this topic.
Okay. Do you want me to light it? Do you have a lighter? I can light a candle.
No, I don't.
No, I can light a candle.
I don't need it.
No, I'll light the candle.
I'm in it. I know what I got myself into.
Do you have your lighter on you?
Stop touching me.
What?
The fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, what is wrong with you?
Here is something. Let's, for the sake of argument, let's just move on. I'm not going to try to argue and say this is fake. It still could be.
It would be.
Hold on.
Wish it was fake because
Right.
this would be so funny.
To who? Wouldn't be laughing.
To me, because if I could just like, a year down the line be like, gotcha.
I don't care. I don't care if it's
Gotcha.
fake. But I have to just move on sometimes and just accept that you could just be lying and I don't care.
It does suck because now you always tell me like, oh, you're just a bad liar. You're not like a good liar. And you go, oh, you're not a good liar to me. But at this point, it's just that you call bullshit on everything that I say.
You're a worse truth teller than you are a liar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. To the point where like I was telling you the truth today over the phone and you're like, I just don't know if I can believe you.
Yeah, I just don't care.
And then we were talking about it and it spread into I got told like secrets or something like that I clearly just was like, oh, here, David, you want to hear some secrets? And you were like, why do you get told secrets? Because you just tell secrets, which I can keep secrets.
No, I mean,
Sometimes.
you can.
Sometimes.
But there are secrets that you just...
Yeah, I just blurt them out, yeah.
Can I say the ones that
No.
Okay, and then we'll keep going.
Well, I mean, yeah, I like blew the lid on like a fucking relationship or whatever, bro.
Well, that's not the secrets I'm talking about.
Well, were you going to like just drop some real secrets?
Yeah.
Oh, babies too.
Yeah, two couples were having a baby, and you told everyone well before they wanted to announce it.
One of them was bad. One of them was like, I got tricked.
One of them was like, okay, fine. The other one was like, yo, you definitely shouldn't have done that.
Because like everybody would have done the same thing. Fucking.
Hey, luckily,
our buddy Pfeffer just comes in and goes.
One of those babies, are out now, so that's cool. That one made it.
Yeah.
We'll see about the other one.
Yeah. Fucking Pfeffer comes over and is like, hey, she's pregnant, right? And I'm like,
that was, yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, how'd you know? Yeah. And they were like, well, we didn't.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah, that's
like,
your fault. I wouldn't have got.
Yeah, you would have got it.
And I would have been like, what?
Dude.
Somebody told you that?
And then also, like, you would have got gotten, and on top of it, you probably would have been so embarrassed you would have cummed your pants. That's a fact.
Oh, no.
Oh no! You got me.
Oh no! Yeah, they're having a baby, and I come to my pants.
Yeah. See me, I played it cool and just got embarrassed and never come to my pants.
You are the master at getting off topic of the things I was trying to say because I still wasn't done.
And then there's another baby, which was my brother's baby.
Yeah.
I got told really early because I'm related to them. One of the first people to know. But then drunk James had his own agenda.
Yeah.
I got hammered drunk, ran around the bar with like some of my sister-in-law's like really good friends and like people in her grade, and then also like
people that
our friends,
people that were like
close
going to know but haven't been told
yet. So and I decided, yeah, they're having a kid. It's so awesome. I'm gonna have a nephew. It's gonna be so cool. I'm so pumped. Really sweet.
Blew it on that.
So what else did you want to talk about?
So you're so willing to do that.
Yeah.
And you'll tell real embarrassing stories or whatever.
Oh wait.
But
the lot, I was actually going to something with the secrets.
Oh, sure.
And then you go, yeah, I don't know why you just love to tell secrets to people. I go, yeah, sometimes I just like to make up fake secrets and tell people those too.
And then I said,
those are
just lies. Those are just lies. That's true.
Yeah, but I do like to do that. I used to spread fake rumors all the time.
Let's not go into another tangent. Let me get to the thing.
What did you want to talk about, man?
Just because I take pauses.
You want to see my stroke game or something?
Just because I take pauses doesn't mean that's like, oh, he doesn't have anything to say.
No, that's not the case. It's just that like it reminded me of something, and I'm going to forget about it in like 2 seconds.
Well, hold on to those ideas.
No, I can't do that. But go on with what you're going to say. I don't want to intrude, but
it's okay.
Okay. So what were you going to say?
For the sake of the argument, we're going to believe that you had sex last night, based on the smell, based on the context clues, based on the condom in there that you jerked off into, but whatever. Yeah. You allegedly met this girl on Tinder, which is another crazy thing.
Okay, I don't want to go into this. I'm fine with not going into that. But yeah, I did have sex last night.
It's not going to be that bad. We don't need to go.
Oh, is it because you want to go through like my Tinder messages?
That's what I would like to say.
Yeah.
Hold on, stop.
No.
Let me fucking say what I have to say.
Okay, say what you want.
Again,
say what you need to say.
You're an incredible person, but you don't know how to shut the fuck up and just let me talk for a second.
Say what you need to say.
You're so willing. If I'm texting somebody.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not a creep like me.
Slow down. Don't go crazy. If I'm texting anybody, because I very rarely am I on my phone where my thumbs are doing this. You see this? You see where my thumb? Look at me.
Dude, I'm looking at you.
It's very rare that I'm doing that. So you get excited and you can't. Who are you texting? What are you doing?
Yes.
You want to know every aspect about it.
But here's the thing. I know that you're not saying some fucking.
But you have.
Hey, baby, let me see those fucking titties.
But you have deep, dark secrets.
No, yeah, but no.
And I also, I'll show you the messages I say to people.
It's because.
Not everything. I won't show you everything because not everything is important. But you are so willing to look over my shoulder, see what I'm messaging, and know absolutely everything I'm doing.
Because I'm going to take your girl.
But when it comes to
my messages,
your deep, dark, dirty
won't let
secrets,
you say, because
I'm not. I don't even care about girls that I potentially will meet, like people, friends of friends. You know, those kind of situations.
Those are the ones that I'd allow you to see.
I want to see the dark.
No, because the people that you're never going to meet, those are the ones that I don't want you to see.
Because those are the ones
that you know.
You know why? It's because you don't consider those people. And you're willing to go crazy. And I want to know what you're willing to say to them.
I was thinking about it today. I'm a terrible person.
I know. And I want to read.
I want to preface this. If you are my friend and you're a person that, like, I don't know, if you're close to me in some way and I'm going like be hanging out, I'd say I'm a very good friend. I would say that, even though you don't agree with that or whatever, it's true. I'm a very caring, good person at heart.
This is gonna be great when the Me Too shit comes out after you.
But like, I was watching the Crystalia Whitney Cummings podcast, and they were talking about like how they're just like friends.
Yeah,
that could never happen with me.
What does that mean? You couldn't be just a friend with a good-looking girl?
No,
it's impossible for you, huh?
Oh, I'd fall. I've tried it.
It's easy for me,
and it's worked. Right, it's worked for a long period of time. As soon as they become single, I fall in love again.
Doesn't happen.
I fall in every girl that gets close to me. Just, if you're good looking, which, I mean, I only hang out with 10s.
Yeah.
I'm going to fall in love with you.
It's happened to me with a couple friends that are girls, but generally, you know what it probably is? It's honestly probably how you grew up over how I grew up.
Really?
Because I grew up around girls my entire life. Like my sister.
Yes.
I grew up with.
But I did too.
I mean, but also I hung out with girls. I constantly was like, that was my circle.
The only friend that I hung out with was a girl.
Oh, right. Serena?
Yeah.
Right.
She was the only friend that I hung out. And like, I don't know. Maybe
we're just different wired, but I was just like constant. I just never. I was able to, but also, I mean, I don't know. I was willing to, like, I never thought of those girls as anything else besides like sisters, essentially. Okay. So it never really. So it's easy for me to have friends that are girls and not have it translate to anything. It's possible. I mean, it's really.
It's very hard.
Some of my closest friends are girls.
Yeah. You got a lot of them. And yeah, I can't think.
You don't.
I can't think of a girl that I haven't fallen in love with.
You can't think of any. I mean, my neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, but
she's not really. The girls that you become like close with are usually hot, really, really hot.
Wow.
And my neighbor's good look. But she's not a fucking like dime piece.
Yeah, I mean, like in high school, I only hung out with like fucking. Like really good looking girls, like, which really kind of
arrogant.
Maybe no, it's just
no. They are hot. Yeah,
he was also just like, I mean, we were known to like from every other class in our high school. They were like, oh, that class just has the best looking girls.
I don't know how that happened. We got lucky.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
We did get lucky. Yep.
Which was really funny to me because like back in the day, I used to MySpace stalk like fucking St. Francis.
Don't stop. No. You stop stalking people? You don't just deep dive into here's a little tangent. Hey, I'm gonna say this and it's I already know it's gonna go bad. If you have an Instagram account that's private, why? You know what I'm doing. I'm trying to look at your photos without you knowing.
You do like that.
Come on.
See, but I don't really do I don't do photo dives. If I like the girl though, I'm looking at your Twitter likes. I'm like, when was this picture?
You're looking at your Twitter likes?
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to their last Instagram photo, and I'm going through all of them.
Yeah,
from 2013 to now.
Because you're a pervert.
No.
Me, I'm just like a grade A stalker.
I know everything about these girls.
But like going into, because I knew that I was going to the high school that we were going to before I went there because my brother was going there already. So I was like looking at the girls like around my age. I was like, they're all right. And then like the grade above me, I was like, oh, there's fucking plenty of bad bitches in this fucking class.
Yeah.
Come to find out that class was just like nowhere near as good as ours.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah.
I've said this before. I don't think here, but in my middle school, the girls, they're cute. They're all right. But then I went to high school, and I thought I was like, this is just what high school is. Yeah. Turns out we just had like an extraordinarily hot class.
Yeah, and then
every girl's hot. Everyone.
And then on top of it,
it's like a movie.
This might be like a boomer thing to say, But
Let's hear it.
the grades after us just had
Okay,
like,
boomer.
okay, boomer.
I like that saying.
He was like, legitimately though, after us, like, because our freshman year, right? Take all the girls in our class, super good looking.
Sure.
Sophomores were all right. Juniors, super fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like, also had some like hotties. And then like seniors, like there was some pretty good looking girls there too.
Sure.
And then like after us, it was just like class full of popped ass bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Like a fucking weasel, you know that? Yeah, you managed to weasel out of me talking about your Tinder shit again. You're a mastermind.
You want to talk about some shit, dude?
Well, hold on. I like that I said weasel and your little hand thing. It stopped it, and that was good. I just wanted to, let me just finish this off.
Okay.
Release the messages,
No.
please.
No.
Can you go through them? Just how can I? Why? What are you
At
scared
some,
of?
At some point.
Why?
When I'm settled down, dude.
Settle down.
Right as I'm about to be done with Tinder, I'll release it for the public, dude.
Okay, can you please
all my fucking back shots, all my dick balls tucked between the legs, me looking over my shoulder in the mirror, bent over.
Let me say this one thing.
Looking at my ass, balls, dick, and face crouched over my shoulder.
face.
You're seeing my fucking back temples.
Just so they know, it's me.
You forgot. And also, I have my first and last name. Fucking, I have that tattooed on my back, so they know immediately. But I have to throw a face in there just in case. And then I watermark it as well. So I throw a nice little watermark saying at James Schutz on Twitter.
Have all the fucking handles. Let me end it with this. Can you at least, I know it's hard for you to remember things, but just like go through your brain and don't like make a joke out of it. Give me a taste of something that you might have said to a girl that would honestly I would like to hear. I mean, don't try to sugarcoat it. Anything that's like, dude, you're trying to hide.
I don't know. Like when I get to talk and
what does that mean? When you're horny and get into talking?
Dude, I'm like a savant.
Don't bite your lip when you say that.
I'm like a savant with these fingers, dude.
The way you're talking to me is making me think, oh, you're trying to make up something right now. No, I want you to be truthful.
No, here's the thing, dude. I'll tell them like some shit that I clearly would never do in the bedroom.
Really?
Like, oh yeah, like I'll talk my game up like hard, what? Dude.
Would you really?
Like, yo, I'm fucking hit it from behind.
Is that what you say?
Fucking pussy girl, yeah. I'd never like open with that.
If I read these,
I would never open with that. But it would be like it would be like the fourth message. Yeah.
I think tears would run down my face.
Yeah.
I'll say this to.
I tell people this sometimes. I go like, yeah, I'm not really on here for a relationship.
That's all right.
And then they're like, oh, what are you here for? I'm like, ass and titties, ass and titties. Okay. But it's always a voice message. And they're like,
that's strange.
And they're like, damn, you got a fucking sexy ass voice, bro.
Is that how you got the girl last night?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Ass and titties. No.
I don't send out risky messages. I don't really raise silly charge or anything like that.
Since the release,
it has bit me in the butt before.
Has it?
It's not like it's never come back to haunt me. We can just keep going. Yeah. We don't need to dive in. It's okay. Just keep going. Anyways.
My parents used to fucking go through my messages and they'd be like, what are you saying to girls, dude?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, my parents never actually went through my text messages. It's the one thing.
And I've always been a big game talker.
I legitimately, I think I've told you this before. Me and Tyler Voss.
I got a funny story that you've never heard.
We messaged the Angel on Facebook. It was back like when we weren't really that friends. And we were commenting on our photos, right? And we were just saying like,
dude, that's fucked up.
We were saying crazy shit, all right? This is something that I never get in trouble for, but I think it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. At one point, we just didn't know what to say, so we just like mushed on the keyboard.
I was wiping cum off. Yeah.
And she's like, what, Elmo? And I sorry, I was just wiping cum off the keyboard. And I love that response. Yeah. But that's something that like I imagine my parents would have ripped me apart for. Yeah. I never got in trouble for that.
Really a funny message.
It is not bad. What's the story that I've never heard?
So back in 8th grade, I was like texting a girl.
Okay.
You went to school with her at the time before we went to high school.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
And I was like talking dirty or whatever to her and shit like that. And I was fucking playing with my hog, my little tiny, like, Wiener Dog.
I got it.
And I was like, oh, I used to play video games in my brother's room. So, like, it was, like, multitasking. I was playing video games, texting.
While jerking?
And cranking. So, like, but it was, like, over the pants. Like, I was giving myself an OTPHJ.
Yeah.
And then my brother, I heard him pull up, and I was like, oh, shit. Okay. We settle back in. And he's the fastest man alive. This guy gets the door, fucking, not even kidding you, 1.5 seconds, he's upstairs in his room, which is the furthest room upstairs. So he's got to walk through the entire house, like, zigzag. And he's in there. He was like, were you just jerking off? And I'm like, what? No. Like, what? Like, look at me. I'm fine. And I had just a fucking rock hard boner.
Did you stand up? Or?
Like, I was like, dude,
I
like,
have
I'm
heard
fine.
this story before.
No, you haven't. There's no way.
I swear on my life.
Really?
Specifically with that girl.
Maybe not this one. This is a story that I legitimately don't think I've ever told anybody.
I'm pretty sure I've heard it.
No, the one that you probably know is the one where I locked myself in my room right as we first got locks.
Yeah.
And they're just my brother's like pounding on the door like, you jerking off in there? I was like, no. And because to get him away, I started spitting out.
in the room.
Yeah.
That girl that you were talking to, she got made fun of her. She got called a dog. They said she looked. That's not funny. You don't need to laugh at that. She was called a dog and made fun of for that. Back in our middle school, we called this one girl. Of the two, for context for you.
I don't want this story to go too late into the episode.
What do you mean by that?
Because I don't want to lose like the interest of like a possible new viewer.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways,
this weekend was crazy.
Come on.
So Friday.
Hold on, stop.
So Friday, I go out by myself.
That was kind of the whole purpose of like.
I know.
I was like, if I bury this deep enough into it, hopefully she'll fucking not watch it.
And then you threw like my weird ass story.
Yeah, I know. To really burn the trail.
Get rid of every fucking person.
Yeah, I did.
Oh wait.
Yeah, I did.
Are we at the 22-minute mark? David Fraley, just so he can keep his attention.
No, that's 32, baby.
Okay.
I don't think she'll make it 30.
So Friday night,
yeah,
I go out by myself with our boy Trillium, and we're on the town just getting fucking hammered. I go to this after party,
yeah,
and it's just like the craziest thing I've ever fucking seen. People just love doing blow, I guess.
Oh, cool. This is perfect. Great.
And I'm like,
thank God.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we up at like 4 a.m.?
You know what's nice? Before you keep, sorry, I am more comfortable talking about a story about people doing cocaine than the next one.
Yeah. And we're going to get to that, trust me. And I go to this party and I see this guy, like he legitimately looks like he's straight out of like one of those fucking 2004 rock videos.
An E-boy.
Yeah, he's got a fucking
nice scene kid.
Scene hair. He's got like fucking straightened hair off to the side.
Yeah.
He's wearing like one of those studded belts that have like purple and black on it, and like skinny black jeans and a fucking zip up hoodie.
Yeah.
Typical scene kid. Just has a whole bag of cocaine.
How big are we talking?
It's just like a Ziploc bag full. Like a full thing.
Hey, is that flour?
What do
you guys baking a cake?
And I go in there and I'm like immediately like, oh, I'm going to stay away from the living room.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where they all were. And I go see these people go up to him, and it's like, this guy's like fucking a pastor or something.
Yeah.
Because they all get on their knees in front of this guy. He digs out some coke with his fucking key, and he's like, here you go. And then
very church-like.
And then they do the fucking
amen, brother.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know any of it.
I don't know what the fuck that is either.
But every person nailed it.
Yeah, and then like they do the blow. They go off to the next guy. Holy water.
They're unrelated. I mean, they were doing the devil's work and immediately blessed themselves. They got rid of the devil right there.
Got the devil right
I mean, they were quick.
And it almost was like,
you ever see The Exorcism?
What
you ever
are you
seen
guys
the end
doing
of it?
at that point? Because you're not even getting the coke in your system, because clearly
they're taking it right out.
The holy water has removed it from your body.
It's like they're saying your mother sucks a cocks and then they get rid of it right away. It's like, oh, that was quick.
That was quick. But then eventually I did get pretty close to him, and I had no want to do cocaine.
Of course.
At all. Mainly because my cholesterol's too high, so can't do cocaine.
Heart will explode. Yeah, that's the reason. You know what my reason is? I don't want to do cocaine. And that's okay.
Yeah, it's not a cool drug.
I've never done it.
But I had to get closer because the music was on the TV in the living room. So I was like, I want to play some music.
Sure.
So me and Trillium were just like sitting in the living room playing music for these people. But then they started throwing on like Suicide Boys and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, dude. If I wanted a headbang, man, I'd go back to fucking MySpace days and share my playlist with everybody.
You said this.
No, I don't want to get into. I don't want to out people.
All right,
I don't like that you immediately want to out people.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need to out anybody.
Not that nobody that I was hanging out with did anything.
Right. No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say, like...
I know who you want to bring up.
all right, fine.
And even them. Like, why out them out?
Fine. We'll move on.
It's an acquaintance of ours.
That's true.
You're just ready to tarnish their name.
Well, what are you going to
do? So that night happened.
Yeah.
Then we move on to Saturday.
Oh, come on.
Then we go on to Saturday. You show up at my house, do the podcast. We go and grab some fucking food or whatever.
Did we?
Yeah, we're hanging out.
Right. Well, I got to start off the day. The season for League of Legends is over. Mm-hmm. Neither of us had platinum, and we
still haven't either.
We still haven't. And we said we're definitely getting platinum before the end of the season.
We're not doing anything this weekend.
We are staying in.
Playing video games. Friday night, the only reason why I went out was because you were duo queuing with somebody else.
Yeah.
And by the time that I was like ready to play and your partner got off, you're like, oh, I'm not pushing anymore. And I was like, there's not enough time for you to like stop playing. You're like, oh, there's plenty of time, which just clearly wasn't enough time.
And then Saturday, I immediately got...
Saturday, you hung out with me for a while, which you didn't want to do in the first place.
No,
and then you also had then you for sure had plans with your father that you knew that you had.
Yes, I did have to do that.
Did the thing with your father. But as I was leaving...
And then I planned on playing video games legitimately the rest of the day.
Yeah. But one girl asked you to hang out.
Right, a close friend of mine.
One of your best friends asked you to hang out, and you're like immediately
gave up everything. I was like, well, that's my plan.
And I was like, what the and I stole your phone.
Yeah.
I was trying to take it from you.
I choked you out. Yeah. Right, by choked you out, I mean I grabbed the back of your hoodie.
You never even got close to choking me out.
No, I choked the fuck out of you.
You would have died if you would have even.
Oh yeah, you think so?
If I would have dropped that phone, your neck would have snapped.
Anyways, so I manhandled you because I'm
stronger.
Like
you had to grab onto my shirt to choke me because you knew that if you put your arm around my neck, you would try to flex, but you would tear your bicep.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. Okay. If anybody tries to choke this fucking beef neck, dude, I've seen the strongest nooses not be able to kill this motherfucker.
That would be incredible.
So
imagine them being like death by hang, right? You go down and it just breaks every. It's impossible. They try to behead you. The sword breaks. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's how it is.
And then you rule the kingdom.
Yeah. Now I am king.
But yeah.
And then you go and hang out with them.
Well, here is how it goes.
Pissed. I call you. I'm like, hey, when are you getting on League? Should I start up a game? And you go, yeah, I'm on League right now. And I'm like, I can clearly
hear a lot of people downtown.
And I get really angry. And I'm like, you're such a fucking piece of shit, dude. You never, you're not fucking committed. You fucking piece of, and you're like, I'm so fine. And you're a fucking bitch. So you hang up on me.
Is that what it goes?
I see who's all downtown. Our friend, she has this cute friend of hers.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen her a few times in Snapchats, on Facebook.
Oh, big
Instagram.
Man. Okay.
I've seen her around.
I never wanted to talk to her.
I was like, oh, I kind of want to know what this girl's about. And she also is very cute. Want to meet her.
Sure.
And in my mind, I was like, there's like what?
4 options.
There's 4 options. 1, I'm going to go down there. She's going to absolutely hate me.
Yeah.
Which is a very good possibility. 2, she's going to fall in love with me as a friend.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
As a really good friend.
Yup.
2.
Yeah.
It all works out magically.
Okay.
Me and her are happy together.
Yeah.
I woo this girl over.
Sure.
Lucky number 4. She's already into David down there.
And guess what happened?
And I go down there like, okay, what's going on? I walk over there. Our mutual friend, the one that I know, isn't there.
Nope.
She had diarrhea or whatever.
Yeah, something.
What's wrong with her?
She was throwing up.
Every time that I'm with her, that girl just is scared shitless, so she just shits. We even went to an Airbnb.
That's a tangent.
And she shit on a wall.
Yeah.
And it was clearly her.
Yeah.
But So I get there, she's not there.
Right.
I show up and I sit down. You don't acknowledge me.
No. I'm at a table. I'm basically at a table with a group of girls.
Yeah.
And it's just
Girls' night out with David.
Girls' night out plus David.
Yeah.
And you sit at our table, and I'm upset that you're there because I just don't like being around you, and I don't acknowledge that you're part of our group.
Everybody looks at me like.
And one girl is ready to be like, "Hey, buddy, you gotta leave.
You gotta leave, you creep." And I was like. Oh man, I was like,
and you also don't like coming to things alone. Anxiety's already in you.
Yeah, already. I was already really mad because I offered my brother $100 to drive me down just because I didn't want to take an Uber just solo. He wouldn't do it, so I had to take an Uber. Was there solo?
Sure.
Walked into the wrong bar at first.
Yeah.
Finally get into that bar. Can't find you guys. Where she said that you guys were. You guys weren't. You guys were in a new spot at that time.
Yeah.
I go right by the pool tables. I'm like, what the fuck?
Can't find us.
Call her. She didn't bring her phone to take a shit or whatever she was doing. So her phone was just ringing.
Sure.
And then you just don't acknowledge me. They're thinking I'm a creep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, David, like, what's up, bro? And I slap you to get you, and you're like, and you finally like turn to me. And you're deadlocked eyes with this girl.
Yeah, sure.
And you immediately go, I can't tell you the story around him.
Yeah.
And it was about you falling in love with Lisa.
With Lisa.
Yeah.
Well, I think we never said her name.
No, I don't care.
But
it's like whatever.
It's too deep.
And you were talking to about
Yeah. Anyways.
about
Anywho.
You were like, I can't tell this story to you.
That's true.
Now that he's here.
Yeah.
Because I would interject. And then finally we get back talking. You're clearly just ignoring me. And I'm like, fuck, it's happened. This guy's in love with her.
Well, hey, slow down.
And she might be in love with you.
Hold on. Don't go crazy.
But here's the thing. I don't think that, because the way that I know that you're in love with the girl and like she's got your attention now is she's the only person with your attention. Mm-hmm. And that's what had happened is unless I was taking your hat off, fucking slapping you, doing like fucking shit to get your attention.
Yeah.
I was just there by myself.
Yeah.
So then I proceeded to invite everybody to that bar.
Oh, did you?
Oh, every person that I could. That's why those two people showed up.
What two people?
T-Money and
got it.
T-Money was also in the talks with our friend, but I was like, yeah, you guys should.
Who else came?
Brando.
Got it.
So
I think I was just ignoring you because I wanted to ignore you.
No, that wasn't the case. No, because you had the eyes.
No, I didn't.
I know the eyes.
I know the eyes as well. I know what you're talking about. It's the eyes that like I just get fixated on a girl and I can't. Yeah. I didn't get the eyes. I know I didn't. No, I didn't.
You had the eyes.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Those eyes were...
I know the eyes you're talking about where it's
these
just like...
Eyes
slow down. It's the
crying.
eyes where...
These eyes have seen a lot of love, but they never want to
head with you. I know the eyes you're talking about. It's the eyes where I'm in the pool with this girl.
Michael Cera eyes.
And I'm looking at this girl while a better looking guy picks her up, takes her out of the pool to seduce her. I never lose eyesight with her, and I don't realize that it's not working between me and this girl.
Yeah, and she's also getting molested in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I know the eyes you're talking about. I didn't have these eyes. I was well aware.
No, because you had them. Here's like the thing.
Just because I'm looking
there's levels to this shit, bro.
Okay, fine.
That was like the highest of highs.
If you take that to the highest of highs, I'll give you to the lowest of lows.
So highest of highs, this is level 5.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then there's Miss Lady with a K.
Okay, yeah.
That
was a good one.
That's a middle ground.
That's
like a level 2.5.
Yeah.
You were at like a 2.
Sure.
You were slightly below the fucking Lady with a K.
Mm-hmm. I've been trying to work on it.
Yes. And so like I knew immediately.
Well,
I was like, this woman has caught his eye.
Yeah.
I don't have this guy's attention.
That's true. That's true.
Well, second priority.
As my father would say,
and not
we
even
hit it off.
Okay, boomer.
That's what my dad would say. Yeah.
So
it was going well.
It was going well for you.
Yeah.
And you were saying the crazy shit that you always say.
Hold on.
Like, have you ever been in love? What are your dreams?
Yeah.
Like, those are your opening questions.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be worse questions, but sure.
Yeah, they used to be like,
do
you ever masturbate?
That was like high school shit.
Yeah, and then you asked like a fucking 12-year-old that.
Yeah. Because of you.
No.
Oh.
And
Oh!
then, yeah, you just like to ask that question.
Oh,
And
I
then-
do.
And then what was the most recent one? Oh, what's your favorite racial slur?
Right.
That was another
That
one.
one got me in trouble.
That one got a girl that stopped talking to you forever.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. No, I asked her. I asked that girl, which is a bad one. I said,
what's your least favorite race?
you know, if you could enslave any race, what race would you enslave?
Which is pretty much.
And
what's your
before
least?
she answered, I typed in BLACK and sent it out. And all of a sudden, she stopped getting back to me. Oh, so now I'm the racist.
But you were just trying to figure out if that woman was racist.
Yeah. That's the one.
So
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
had these eyes with these girls, this
Yeah.
girl, and then you just couldn't. But even then, I was like, knowing you
Hold-
and hearing the things that you were saying to her
Yeah.
while I was there and all that, taking it all into account, I was
Sure.
like, okay, even then, like, all right, David's got this charm, like he's a funny guy, clearly.
Thank you. Yes.
Not quite as funny as me.
Not true.
So like, I was like, okay, he must be like on today because dude,
Dude, was I on? Dude, I'm always on. Ugh.
and I was like, he must have been on
Crushing.
and on top
Killing
of
it.
But then I was like, wait, no, he can't be on. I've heard everything that he's had to say.
Yeah.
None of
Yeah,
it.
there's no way this should be working.
There's no way that this should be working.
Yeah.
It's one, he's not even like on top of his funny game. Like he's not.
In your opinion.
No, not in my opinion,
Dude.
I know when you're funny. I know when you're killing it.
Yeah.
I know when you're fucking
Sure.
slaying. It's usually. I'll get to it later, but I know those things. I know when you're doing that.
Yeah.
You were just asking your normal questions, the weird ones, and they're very awkward. And I was like, okay, this is.
Well, hold on.
I have seen this.
Hold on, stop. Before you say they're really awkward, they are uncomfortable because people usually don't get to ask them.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
Yes, absolutely.
But also, I was legitimately interested in the two questions I asked.
Yes.
Because I think it does tell a lot about
Tell a lot about a person.
a person pretty quickly, and it's a quick in.
Yeah.
And if
and a lot of people won't answer.
And if I know,
she was down to answer.
if you're about it, it makes it way better.
Yeah.
And it usually is more fun and lighthearted, which it worked. But if you're not, people get uncomfortable, they're squirmish. And
Sometimes-
depending on the person, if I don't like them, I prefer that more.
Yes,
Because
sometimes, like, if you don't like the person, they'll tell you like this story, and then you're like, I didn't want to hear the story,
Right.
And it's like
Right.
a person that you don't. I get that.
Here's another question that I also like to ask people when I don't really like care about the person and I'm bored with them. I'll ask them something like, "How much money do you make? And do you believe in God?" Like shit like
Yes.
that.
Yep.
Which will like
Really
that just
scare
like that's how you tank like
Yeah,
a
the
relationship with
conversation. Yeah.
a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
And people
then-
are pussies about it.
And then,
But yeah,
we
for
get pulled
whatever
off
reason,
to the
she
side.
was like with it.
We get pulled off to the side.
Who's we?
Me and you, by a friend. And she's like, yeah, she's into you. No, I was like, wait.
Well,
she's
she had been telling me that all night.
yeah. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't believe it.
And I was like, dude, I'm right here.
She even said, I've been here for 20 minutes. What am I, chopped liver?
Like, she did realize that this fucking chiseled hunk man walked in.
Okay.
Like, a sex icon.
Yeah.
Of all of Milwaukee.
Sure.
Known for my presence.
Yeah.
And I'm getting told in front of me
Yeah.
that you and I were both in the same place. And this girl's into you. And that just was like, that can't be true. I was like, that for sure can't be true. But then she was giving you advice. I was like, hey, that's not the greatest advice.
Well, in general, because specifically with that friend of mine, I've tried to date a couple of her friends before.
Yeah.
And
one of them
slow down. Just
specifically.
you don't hold on. Just stop. Don't need to go anything else. You don't need to say anything. All I have to say is there has been historically her like love this girl, but it's kind of sometimes been too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
you get a
feel
lot
it.
you get a lot of differing opinions, and then it just like fills your head with shit. So I really wasn't listening to her. And it's like sometimes she can give fine advice, but eventually it's like it's just too many people. So I've been trying to keep this one a little bit
Too
closer.
many Chiefs, not a lot of Indians.
Right, we don't need to get racially insensitive now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, but I'm trying to keep this one a little bit closer to the chest. So I haven't been really saying very specific things like I typically would.
Yes. And then I see you guys disappear. You don't say bye to anybody.
Nope.
And you throat fucker.
Whoa. Hey, a lady never kisses and tells. but apparently his friends will do it for him. That's crazy. That's not something I would say.
How'd you do it?
I'll do it to you. I don't give a fuck.
No. But then I'm like, I started getting, because you also left because I was getting us like really cheap drinks, if not free.
Right.
You
And
did this
at
thing
work.
that really pissed me off.
I didn't know. You have to.
But no, you don't have to. Pick up on I don't know how you can't read social situations, social cues. So I had already introduced you to this woman.
Yeah.
You know that she's my friend.
Sure.
I even told you, but it kind of went over your head because you were so interested.
I was busy.
That she was a very close friend of mine. Yeah. She clearly had given shots and a drink.
Yeah.
Didn't ask for anything.
I didn't know. I wasn't aware.
You ordered them with me, and it was clear that you were with me. And then she walked away.
Yeah,
which was a dead hell sign.
It should be, right? But also,
for every person.
here's
also,
something.
And also, don't blame it on me.
I'm not blaming it on you. I'm not blaming it on you.
For these circumstances,
Yeah.
you don't give me enough time to react because I'm like, okay, he should just understand this. And then right away, you're just, hey, you scream across the bar. You go, hey, my tab's David Miller. You didn't charge us for these.
Right.
And you say that in front of.
Also, here's me being like in my head.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, she forgot to charge us, right? And I'm not going to be seen as the person who can't afford his drinks because I've been that person before and I could pay for them.
Yes.
So I wanted to be like, no, I'm paying David Miller. Because I've been the person to be like.
But then you also were like, you didn't which can like just get that person. You didn't charge us for these drinks.
No, I don't think I said it like that.
Yes, you.
Maybe
That was exactly how you said it because I remember telling it the entire night.
Did I say like, oh, you didn't take, you don't know my name?
You were like,
for the tab.
My tab's David Miller.
Leave.
You forgot to charge us for these, and that's exactly what you said.
Well,
and she came over like all out, and she was like, "Oh, David, okay." And then
I didn't know.
And then I ordered like a couple beers or whatever, and I was getting cheap drinks the entire night. I ended up getting hammered. You also started feeling it,
right?
And that's
right,
when you were
right,
like, "All right, I
gotta
get out of here."
Well, I thought, if I keep going, I'm already doing well.
Yeah.
If I keep going, there is a solid chance I'm gonna say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So I gotta get out. I gotta get out of there.
Very high possibility.
So I had to leave, and I thought it was the right move. I think it worked out.
Yeah.
We get a date Friday. So
Brag about it, man.
That's crazy.
Brag about it.
I don't know how it happened, but here we are.
Well, by the time that this comes out,
The date is already
have the date,
the well and done.
which is dope.
So we could look back on this,
And I got hammered
Yeah.
and was like fucking on the verge already to blacking out.
Sure.
I took a shot. They had like these shot glasses there that were just like pretty much whiskey glasses.
Sure.
And I got one shot. Typically they only they pour it into a different like shot thing and then pour it into that just because it looks nice because it was like a nicer place. And she just filled up the entire.
I was wondering, did she give that to me as well?
Did she? She did it one time where she like gave me and you a decent amount.
Yeah.
When it was just me and Brandon left there, she filled it up completely.
She went crazy
for me and him, and he drank it in like it literally took him 4 times. Like, because it was like
lot of alcohol.
It was probably 4 shots. I go whoop, and I'm like,
oh, I've been there.
And I'm getting this watery mouth, and I'm just swallowing it. I go and take a piss.
Like,
I just go, and I just spit. I had to just spit it out.
One of those.
Which was fine because I didn't throw up. It was just like I had the excess rather than because when you swallow the excess spit, that's what makes you throw up. You end up like just like fucking having too much water in your system. 54.
Oh, that's not bad.
And so I'm just getting really hammered, and I'm like
David Fraley.
I go. David's gonna fuck this up. Let me go. I go and talk to the girl. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking that I'm just laying some good groundwork. I think, still in my head, I think that I probably did.
Maybe
say
I don't.
things.
Who knows? You never. Honestly, we never know with you.
Yeah,
we never know.
Or I try to.
You're another one of those.
Because I also called dibs on her, and she should have been mine.
Okay.
She should be mine, and because I called dibs.
Too many cooks in the kitchen,
And I might have maybe downplayed you just so I look cooler.
Maybe
like I was saying things like. Yeah, he like at his strongest he benched 225. Me, I was like,
Oh, yeah?
I was like 365 max. And she goes, "What? Are you serious? You're so..." And she started grabbing my bicep.
did?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Hey, I'll fuck you."
Oh wow, that's crazy.
No, I didn't. Say
Oh, you didn't say that?
No, I think I was saying nice things about you. I think I was also like laying some groundwork, like giving some heads up to her about you.
Yeah.
Because you received this text message that was too just like right
It
on the
was
head.
very, very specific. It felt like a automated message that was directed towards me. It felt like
somebody scanned your brain and sent
yeah.
this like signature sheet to you.
It basically
because
said,
in all reality, when were you planning on texting that girl? Like 3 days online?
No, it was really. I was probably not going to text her for a significant amount of time.
Yes,
because that's just.
and I knew that immediately.
It's who I am.
Yes.
For one, I also don't get the number or the Snapchat
Yes.
ever. As I was heading out, she was like, "Hey, do you want my number?" And I was like, right.
Right.
And I had to go get it. I'm just not good in those situations.
I was like, hey, honestly, like, if you genuinely want to talk to this guy, she was like, I do. I was like, you're going to have to be the one to text him. Because he has one of two things happen. Either we text off of his phone some sort of joke and we think it's hilarious, but then it leads into a conversation when we're not around, and that's how they start talking.
That's true.
That's true. That's how he'll start talking to girls.
There's somebody who listens to this podcast that I've talked to.
Yeah.
That's how that started. Yeah.
Or it's just like it somehow happens because you're hanging around the person so much that you're just like, oh, we're in a relationship now.
Yeah, that happens too.
And then I was like, hey, this guy's going to play it. He's going to think that he's
played aloof.
Yeah, that's how I was saying that word. I was
Playing
like,
it aloof.
I was like, this guy's going to think that he's going to be really aloof and mysterious and try to not text you. Yeah. He's going to go.
It's not that I'm trying to not text you. I'm just not going to text you.
yes. I said, he's going to go a long period of time without texting. I said it may be 3 days. It may be a couple of weeks. And she goes, wait, really? Like it's going to be that long? I was like, yeah, he has your number. And she goes, yeah, I gave him my number as he was leaving. I go, yeah, that he's not going to text you for a long time. I said,
and it has nothing to do with I really liked her too. I was like, oh, she's cool.
She's cool.
And she's like fun to talk to.
Yeah.
But it's
really nice
just
girl.
like a complete me thing.
Yeah. Thing. You also hate texting. You hate text conversations.
Can't do it.
You would just much rather talk to people on the phone.
Yeah.
And I go, this might be like out of left field, but she had already been telling me that she was like into all the crazy things that you were saying,
which is it's a crazy thing to hear. Crazy. We live in a crazy world.
It's a crazy world. And I go, I mean, if she's into, I was like, this might be out of left field and this might be crazy, but this will work if you want it to. Just you text him. I can give you his number, and pretty much along the lines, the message that I worked up with her. Like it was like a workshop thing. Her and I spitballed some ideas. She made it more.
This is my final draft. Tell me what you think.
Mine was a little bit more straightforward. I think even I think I threw in some swear words or something.
Hey, you fucking idiot! Hey, you fucking dumb piece of shit.
But it was more along the lines like, hey, I'm a normal person. I just want to talk to you. You don't have to overthink it.
You don't have to overthink it. You can just talk to me.
Yeah.
And I literally I read it. I was in my bed about to go to sleep at work. And I texted back, did James tell you to say this, or was it the friend, like the really close friend?
Yeah.
And I think she was like, I got your number from James. I was like, okay, that's good on her. I mean, that's a girl who does her research.
That being said, that was what you wanted to hear, though.
I mean, it's not that I wanted to hear it. It's something I needed to hear.
Because do you know why I did that?
I have no idea. Because, I mean, it's right. It's
because
the right thing
relationships otherwise with you just get drawn out. They're just too long. They're just too long. Like the
Yeah.
fucking gym girl. You were in love with her for way too long without admitting it to yourself.
It was a long.
Without admitting it to yourself.
Hey, but it had a great payoff.
Yeah, exactly, right? But I want to get, because I know that.
I feel like we're in season 2 of our podcast now.
Yes. But that payoff is coming. Trust me. You might think it's
Yay. I mean, everybody, specifically me, I really hope it goes well. And in my heart, I'm going to try my hardest to make it go well, but we all know.
We all know.
Come on.
You're the biggest fuck up.
My roommate was like, you're going to fuck it up. Come on, we know.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up, but you know you will.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, this is going to be a thing. These two.
Maybe.
And no. Prior, like that night, I was like,
sure.
this is how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Either I get her to text you and say that message.
Sure.
Or you probably don't text her for a long period of time.
Yep.
If at all.
Okay.
And
yep.
if you don't text her at all,
Sure.
it waits until the second time or third time that you guys hang out with that other girl.
Maybe even fourth time.
Which we don't even hang out with her as
Enough
much anymore.
to justify that kind of.
Because you used to hang out with her all the time for the previous relationship that you got through her.
Anyways.
You don't want to talk about that one.
Keep going.
Sore subject.
It's not sore.
Sore.
It's not sore from.
Sore.
Not a sore subject for me.
Sore. But I was like, or it's just going to be really long time. Going to take like 3 or 4 times of them hanging out, and then like there will be a relationship that happens. This is the quickest route to start a relationship, which means a quicker start means a quicker finish.
I don't know what the or here's something crazy. Maybe, just maybe, it could be a long and healthy relationship. Anyways,
no.
Let's get out of here.
I mean, it can be long. It won't be healthy.
Let's get out of here.
But yeah, so I was like, let me get this thing started.
Well, you know what? Maybe nothing happens. Maybe a lot happens. Well, I don't know.
I hope for the best. I hope for the best. I like the girl. She seems cool. Seems like a person that I would be down to hang out with because I'm going to be a part of that relationship.
You don't. No.
I'm going to be in.
You don't need to.
And around.
All right.
That's my girl.
We're done. We're out.
Hey.
End it.
No.
Yeah, what do you mean, no?
We haven't done this in a long time.
What?
The motherfuckers subscribe to this shit. Like.
Oh, right.
Fucking,
yeah. And if you want to be a guest, you have to just
say. You had to have gotten to this far.
Just ask to be a guest.
Honestly, because this is going to be the first one that she's going to see. Hopefully, maybe. I'm going to post it on my Instagram because that's the only thing that I'm friends with her on. So that way she can see this episode. I'm going to post it the same day so that hopefully she maybe watches it.
I might even hoping she doesn't.
I might even make my own clip saying David falls in love with a new girl and posting that, and so that way she can listen to the whole thing.
She doesn't need to
because I'd love to have her as a first guest.
I don't know.
Like next week, even after the fucking. I don't even care.
I don't even know if this.
I don't even care how the first date goes. I'd love to have her on.
But I mean, hold on. We don't even know if this girl wants to be talked about like this. I don't know.
Who knows?
A lot of assumptions.
Yeah. I mean,
we're done here.
We're just talking. We're just talking.
Very specific.
We're gibbing and gabbing. You know what I mean? We're jib jabbing, you know what I mean?
You said her name in there too.
I did sneak that one in there.
You did.
But yeah, if you want to be on the show, if you want to fucking comment on this shit, you want to like this shit, you want to fucking follow our Twitter page. I need a lot more followers on that Twitter page because I have it on my phone, and because I have such little amount of followers, I just keep on getting back to back. Oh, you'd like this, or this just happened.
It's just your own tweets?
No, it's just my tweets, but I get it so much more frequently because they're like...
It's like your Twitter account needs to be active?
Yeah, well, not that. It's like, oh, you have no friends, so you're clearly not seeing anything.
You're a fucking loser.
You're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Oh, also, and then Twitter, I don't know why they DM me this. They said, hey, your podcast fucking sucks.
Yeah.
He said, take some notes and sends me other shit.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to fucking have her here, you got to fucking clean this room. It smells like shit in here. We're out. Fuck this.